It's weigh-in Wednesday today. I'm so sorry I didn't do it last week. I'm having some issues, and I think it's because there's all these fires around us. It's really affecting my lungs and just, yeah. So we just didn't do it. I took some Claritin and I went to bed early that day. It wasn't fun. But I wanted to let you know, good news, I did get the paper for you guys. And at the end of this video, I will go ahead and post a picture of them, and hopefully you can get the information. If for some reason you cannot, message me at my business email, which is down in the notes, and I can email it to you if you are really wanting it and you can't get it. I took a picture of it, so hopefully even that will come out good. But that way I can email it to you if you absolutely need it, because I want to help you guys out too. So I haven't started this yet. This will be I'm going to go ahead and start this the 1st of October. I'm just finishing up the Nutrisystem stuff, and then I'm going to boot camp. So let's do updates. So last week I was down 2 pounds. This week I'm down another, so 3 pounds since the last time I talked to you, which I will take it. I don't know if it's necessarily good. I've been so busy lately that it's hard for me to even sit down and eat. So I don't think it's necessarily for the right reasons. But I mean, 3 pounds is 3 pounds, but I prefer to do it the right way. But I've just been busy between work and helping out, and I'm working with high-risk students in the classroom. That we have one that unfortunately he can't really read more than like 3-letter words, and it's pretty sad. I'm not quite sure, how he got pushed through the system until 3rd grade, but he's new to our school, so I've been working with him and trying to give as much time as I can. So it's been hard. It's been a lot of stuff, but it's all positive and it's great. And for me, I want to try to contribute in any way I can to helping students, because in the long run, that's our future. So we want them educated, and that includes other than our own children, because if they don't have educations, then they can't get real jobs, and if they can't get real jobs, guess whose stuff is getting stolen? So in the end, it matters. But anywho, so what's been going on? So I've been getting my walking in. I'm still doing really well at that. We're now officially home. I don't really have anything in the plans except for school stuff, but that's all during the week. And I work a little bit with the PTC when I can, but I'm kind of a silent PTC parent, a PTA parent, because that stuff is very stressful. I work better in the classrooms than on that stuff. It's kind of a nightmare over there. So, but I have a lot of thankfulness to those women and a couple men. But so I've been just kind of keeping busy and not even really doing the Nutrisystem. I mean, I've been doing 2 meals with the Nutrisystem, and then in the morning I've been doing the turkey bacon, egg white on whole wheat at Starbucks, the breakfast sandwich, and then I just do an unsweetened iced tea with them, and that's what I've been having in the morning, because I haven't been at home to eat breakfast. So, but I think it's 230 calories for the breakfast sandwich, so it's doable. It's not, any worse than what I would have with Nutrisystem, and it's fresh. It's not frozen, and it tastes better, so that works for me. And dinners and stuff, I've been trying to stick with the Nutrisystem stuff, although I'm kind of tired of it, guys. That's the unfortunate thing with these meals, is you do kind of start to not like them as much, because even if it's delicious, there's only so many times you can eat turkey and mashed potatoes before you're like, oh. And I've been just only eating the frozen foods, thank goodness, because I'm not a huge fan of the boxed foods. But some people really like it. They're not all bad. I like the frozen foods a little better. But Nutrisystem is bye-bye. And I do want to say one thing about Nutrisystem that kind of irritated me is that when I canceled, I tried to do it through email and they won't let you do that. They'll email you back and they'll say, well, someone will contact you. So I kept waiting for someone to contact me. Nobody contacted me. Emailed a second time and said, I still haven't heard anything. And they said, well, someone will call you. So you can't even technically do it. It's like they want to guilt you into not canceling. So when I called, they want to try to sell it back to you and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I in my opinion, as a business owner myself, by pressuring someone or not making it easy for someone to leave, as far as, what if it's money or whatever it is, that guilt that you have to feel at the end isn't going to make you any more likely to join back with them. With Weight Watchers and stuff, you can cancel their thing online, their online one. I don't know the classes where you go in, but the online Weight Watchers, if you're done, you just do the email and it's done. But I don't like where there's this like pressure and this guilt that they put with it, because then when it comes time again, if you decide maybe I want to get back on a diet plan like that, how likely is that person going to be to join back with you if they didn't feel good when they left? I don't agree with their business practices on that, but they are close to $1 billion company, if not already $1 billion company, so maybe their pressure cells are working, but for me, I don't find that that's a successful business if you are guilting people that already carry guilt. I just don't think that's helpful. If they're not succeeding because of something they're maybe doing incorrectly, and you want to put them with a counselor, then maybe that. But if they've given you the clear reasons and it's not due to not losing weight, I just don't see the point of it. But that, like I said, that's my own personal opinion. What's going on? What else? My son's school is going to be doing a Joggingthon, which I think is really cool. That's where they get people to sponsor them, and they run around, and they, however many laps that they do, they get paid per lap. And so you get like friends and family to sponsor you, and I think it's a really cool thing for the kids to do, because it's not even running. They can be fast walking, but they have to complete the lap in order for it to count. And I think that's a good way to motivate kids and to get them active, because there's like incentives for it. So if they, just by completing it, they give them like a popsicle at the end and a drink, and then if they raise a certain amount, then they also get like pizza party and stuff. And I agree with those things. I think it's cool to get the kids, but at the same point, some parents can't, especially when they have like 4 kids at the school. How are they going to, spend all this money for each child? So I kind of don't agree completely with, offering these for certain dollar amounts. I mean, I see why they're doing it to raise money for the schools, but at the same point, it's kind of like, well, we're better than you, and I don't think that's necessarily right. So, let's see. I went back and started doing my Pilates reformer. I really like that. If you have problems with joint pain or asthma or anything like that, where you can't really put weight on your legs a lot, or you have problems breathing, anything like that, I really suggest trying out Pilates reformer. It's really nice. It's something. The only thing that I would say is you do need to be able to lay on your back. So if you can't rest on your back comfortably, that would be the only thing I would say that may not be a good choice for you. But I really like it. You build all the muscles, and it's not super high impact. It's something that's doable for everyone. And so I think that if you have it available in a class, and you can do it, go take one and just try it out, because it's fun. I actually really like it. There's like a little bounce pad, so it's like a trampoline, but you do it on your back, and it's just a lot of different things. It's hard to kind of describe unless you've Google it if you want to see kind of what it's about. But it's a really cool thing. I actually have one at home that I got during one of the Thanksgiving things. I got it for really cheap. So I'm fortunate enough to have one at the house. I don't know, fortunate, unfortunate. Seems like when things are at the house, you have every excuse not to do it. But when you have to leave the house, seems like you're more inclined to maybe, I don't know. For me, maybe I would be more inclined if I went to a class with a friend or something like that. But that's another thing. Do you guys have a buddy system? Do you have someone that you buddy up with locally that you work out with or that keeps you kind of pumped? Because I've found good and bad points with that. Right now, I don't have a workout buddy. I lost my workout buddy. But good because there's that slight competition too, where you want to, you don't want to give up on each other. You have that feeling like you'll let them down, but also like who's seeing results. There is that little bit of competition, but at the same point, when you're the one that's losing, it can kind of feel like you want to give up. Like, well, then maybe I don't want to work out with you anymore because I'm not doing as great as you. But if you find that great buddy that's, just more to help you get there and do the job and not judge you by what you're losing or how many inches, that stuff just kind of stays private, then that's really good because it's just someone that you can go with, you can kind of chit-chat a little bit, maybe have a protein shake before, or whatever. But if you can get a buddy, I do suggest that because it can be a really positive thing if you have the right buddy. Like I said, if they're not going or, that can get a little frustrating too. So you want someone that's kind of on the same level as you too. You don't want someone that's, fitness fanatic if that's not what you are. Because they'll just make you feel bad and you'll give up. You need to find someone that's kind of on the same pace as you, maybe a little higher, or they can even be a little lower if you want, but kind of just in the same range, and I think it's very helpful in just kind of keeping you motivated and reaching towards your goals. But the next thing is that next month, October, is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I just want to remind you guys all, as your buddy, to do a breast exam check on yourself, and you can find many websites on it, but it's really important. I've had family members who have died from breast cancer, and it's so preventable. So, make sure you're doing a little check, if not today, next week, but just check it out, make sure everything's done correctly or everything looks correct. And if there's anything that's maybe seems suspicious, it may be nothing, but it's better to talk to your doctor about it and catch it early, because if it's something like a benign cyst or something, wouldn't it be better than to think there's something worse in there and not take care of it and just have that building inside of you, or get it taken care of. And then if it is breast cancer, hopefully by doing the checks, you're catching it early enough to prevent anything that's too scary for you. But I encourage all of you to also maybe remind one of your friends to do a breast check too. It's something kind of funny to talk about. People feel a little embarrassed, but it's an important thing and it can definitely save lives. So remind one other person, pay it forward. All right, guys, until next Wednesday, I will see you soon. I will show at the end of this video the photo of the diet that I will be starting in October. It's not going to match with everyone, but I just kind of wanted to share it with you in case you were interested. And if for some reason you can't read it or whatever, it's too hard for you to focus and pause it or whatever, let me know and in an email and I can send it to you. All right, guys, until next time, bye.